Yo, it's your boy Dctree, and this is Dctree-Nation, the channel on YouTube that covers hoops and heroes. And today we're talking hoops. We're talking about San Antonio Spurs, y'all. And I gotta tell you, man, my boy Murray looked great in the last preseason game. The whole team looked great. And I do understand that the Houston Rockets are, a bad team, but hey, I love the ball movement. I love the energy. I love the leadership from my dog, Dejounte Murray, man. I'm rooting for him to have another breakout season. Listen, I'm rooting for this guy harder than Argentina fans root for Manu. Argentina, Argentina, listen, I'm rooting for Dejounte more than I was rooting for Spider-Man that time.
That's the thing. Take the chain off.
Hey, Freak Show, you're going nowhere. I got you for 3 minutes. 3 minutes of play time.
Listen, as a kid, it looked like Spider-Man was going to die. As a little kid, he looked like he was going to die. But anyway, man, I'm rooting for Murray more than San Antonio roots for Lil Jon.
Yeah! What? Okay!
Okay, I threw that last one in there because Lil Jon was actually at the game tonight, man. Shout out to Lil Jon for representing them Spurs. But back to my boy Murray, man. Y'all know what I'm trying to say, man. I'm hyped for this guy. I'm rooting for this guy. I want him to prove the haters wrong. But before I jump too deep into it, if you like my content, please sub to the channel. Don't forget to hit that like button, and don't forget to hit that notification bell for more videos. Thank you so much for the continued support. Okay, before I start giving my boy Murray some props, I want to just take a second to say D White had a great game as well, man. This is the best game I've seen from D White in a while, to be honest with you, man. Very well balanced, shot the basketball pretty well, 42% from three. You get what I'm saying? 20 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, around 3 assists. He did damn good tonight. Shout out to my dog D White. I had to throw that in there because I know the comment is coming. What about D White? You don't talk about D White. Well, there you go. I talked about him. Okay. now to my dog Murray, man. Murray also had 20 points, 7 rebounds, 7 assists, 62% from the field, 75% from three, and the stats weren't the whole story, man. He just looks so comfortable out there. He looks comfortable with the ball. He looks comfortable driving to the basket. He had a couple layups not go in, but the fact that he was able to make it to the cup, up and unders, behind the back, crossover dribbles, man, his handles have improved drastically, man, drastically. He only had 1 turnover tonight, and that was one of his problem areas in years past. Hopefully he can keep up the good work when it comes to the turnovers, the assist to turnover ratio. I was happy that he was getting people involved. He was finding McDermott. He was finding D White. He was finding the 3-point shooters. And that's what a perimeter, a perimeter player that goes and slices and dices in the paint should do. You should kick it out. Penetration and dish basketball, that Tony Parker basketball. And you can tell that Murray is getting a feel for it, looking and probing for the shooters. And I'm just glad that we finally have someone that can make a 3-point shot consistently in McDermott. I have another video about him, maybe tomorrow. But back to Murray, man, he just looks comfortable. He looks poised, confident. When he ran down that basketball for no reason and got that play to get Keldon that dunk that got him going, that was true leadership. You get what I'm saying? And I gotta admit, man, for a split second I was thinking, man, that's why Luka got cut, because Luka would never do anything like that. You see what I'm saying? And I know I just made a video about that, and I stand by that video, but I really did honestly think that, like, that's the hustle that the Spurs are supposed to have on every play. Murray represents that. Another aspect of his game that he has clearly improved on is his 3-point shooting, man. The confidence, the rotation of the basketball, the lack of hesitation on his part to take that shot tonight was evident, and has been evident throughout the preseason. Sean Elliott was talking about it on the broadcast over and over again, because a few years ago he didn't have that. Hell, he probably didn't have that last year completely. Not with that confidence, not with that angle on the court. He hit threes from pretty much every spot on the court, straight on the right hand side, on the left hand side, with confidence, without hesitating. And for emphasis, just to let you know, He made 3 threes tonight. That's just as many threes Ben Simmons made all last season. Put down your pipe and smoke it. And I think another thing about Murray that's different so far is that he's learning the value of balance. He's not trying to do too much. He's not trying to do too little. He knows when to slow the team down. He knows when to spark the ball movement. He knows when to let D White bring the ball up, let someone else bring the ball up. He knows when to play off the ball. So far so good. He's having a good feel for the game. And those are the intangibles that he brings. And, despite the things I've been saying about the 3-point shot being better, about the hustle plays, and just about his overall leadership, is the fact that he's still willing to get down and dirty, and get those daggone rebounds. You get what I'm saying? Despite the Spurs getting more big men, despite Pirtle playing a lot better, I have a video about that as well. Murray is definitely still picking pockets, still diving for those rebounds, man. 7 rebounds tonight, still a rebound monster. And I love that aspect of his game because rebounders don't get any press. You get what I'm saying? Rebounders haven't gotten press since Dennis Rodman. And that's the honest truth, man. And I'm just happy that this guy is, showing us that he's still a well-rounded player. It'll be awesome if he could average 27-7 this coming season. That would be awesome for a player of his caliber. And don't be surprised to see Derek White right there by his side, averaging 20 as well. A healthy Derek White, a confident Derek White, along with Dejounte Murray, would be huge for this team. Fun to watch. We saw that tonight with them combining for 40 points tonight. You get what I'm saying? Combining for about 14 assists. And they weren't even really trying. They really weren't breaking a sweat. You get what I'm saying? What happens when they go full power on those boys? You get what I'm saying? They have the potential to be one of the best defensive backcourts in the league. Very pestering backcourt when they play together. They can take turns, bring the ball up. And they have a strong respect for each other. You get what I'm saying? And I know here on YouTube, I've been guilty of this, of kind of pitting these two players together because Murray fans don't always get along with White fans and vice versa. But on the court, these guys talk well to each other, respect each other, look out for each other, pass the ball to each other, outside the court, off the court. In interviews, they talk well about one another. They don't care who's the point guard. They don't care who scores the most points. And that's how you know greatness is on the way. That's how you know that the potential for great things to happen is on the way. And I'm rooting not just for Murray, even though he's my favorite Spur. I'm rooting for White. I'm rooting for all these players to grow, to get better. But it starts with Murray. He's the leader. He's the point guard for the most part, the starting point guard. You get what I'm saying? And he's doing a darn good job of that so far this season. He's showing the tools that he's been working hard, and he can demand that from everyone else. He can set a good example for Primo and the other younger guys. You get what I'm saying? So I got to tell you, shout out to DJ. He looks good. I hope he can keep this up. All right, guys, that's it for this one. Please check out my other videos. Check out the superhero playlist as well. Let me know in the comment section how you're feeling about Murray these days. Are you excited for the season? Man, let's celebrate in the comments, man. Get loose. Get silly. Get silly. Oh, man, I think I just showed my age with that one. All right, guys. Peace.